tell in the weather a hurricane is coming. Forecasting. So that's what forecasting means. They're forecasting. So this angel is also telling them that. Like how the news to tell when bad weather is coming. So that's what forecasting means. Calamity or some type of calamity or event that's happening, about to happen. That's what forecasting means. So the angel tells them that. Hey, stop going there. Come over here. Stay over here. It's hot, hot, hot. Stay over here. Bring them up. Come over here. Over here. Over here. She grab her ball. Come here. Come on. And Tamiel taught them astrology. So Tamiel is the one that taught them what? Zodiac signs. What is astrology? Okay, astrology is the study of
Good morning, everyone. Good morning.
relative positions of
These are essentially pancake balls, if you will, because this is pancake batter, and I made it kind of thick. So let me show you. Let me bring you closer.
how the stars, the moon, and the sun affect the lives.
So it's just like a thick pancake batter.
So it says,
Okay. Using a scoop to add it to my oil.
celestial means another word for heaven. Celestial bodies. Interpreted as having influence on human affairs and natural world. Huh? These are all
And I added cinnamon to the dough. So
not only the zodiac signs,
basically a pancake mix with cinnamon and nutmeg. And a little bit of sugar too. You can use powdered sugar on the outside, syrup, or you can stuff these with like Nutella. So
when they name the planet, that's all part of astrology. Hey. Come over here.
I also have black beans in the oven, warming up from last night's dinner. I have some eggs that I already made. We have turkey bacon going. And we have our little pancake balls, donut holes, puff puff if you are African. Of course, this is not an authentic recipe or anything, but just pancake dough that's a little bit thick, scooped into some hot oil. I have a few videos on my page showing you how to make this from scratch, but a pancake from the box, pancake mix from the box would do. You do not have to do this from scratch. And you just add some nutmeg, cinnamon, a little sugar if you want to make it sweet. But if you're gonna put powdered sugar on these or syrup or stuff it with like Nutella, you don't need to add sugar to your batter. So, and I'm just using a skewer or a kebab stick to get these out. Good morning to all of you who came in. If I missed a few of you when you came in, it's because I am focused on this frying here, and I don't want to burn myself. How y'all doing this morning? This is just a thick pancake batter that I'm scooping into some hot oil. These are like a knockoff puff puff if you're African. These can be considered fried donuts, donut holes, but it's not authentic because it's a pancake batter. But essentially, those different pastries use about the same ingredients. It's just the technique and the methodology that changes them into those different names. So you just make a pancake batter, make it thick enough that it's scoopable, but not too runny. So you can get the texture of these. Now these are from a full scoop. That's why these are bigger. If you use just a little bit in your scoop, it's still gonna puff up. Watch this. So that's why we have different sizes, because I'm doing it on purpose that way to kind of stretch my dough out. As you can see, they're flipping on their own. And that's a sign that they are ready. On the inside, they're nice and airy and crispy. I'm making a little bit of a mess because I'm trying to look at the comments. Thank you. All right, so this is what we got so far. These are the ones that are done. This is the batter. And then let's go ahead and give our turkey bacon some attention. Let's see. So turkey bacon, not quite to my liking yet. I like mine extra crispy. What's in the batter? This is a pancake batter. So if you want to make this from scratch, you want to do flour, baking powder, salt, just a pinch, flour, baking powder, salt. You want to do oil. You want to do some sugar. I hope I said that already. You want to use some milk. So just a basic pancake batter. That's what this is. But you can also use a box mix. Add your water or milk. Add a pinch of cinnamon and nutmeg. And that is what this is. This is pancake batter that I made a little bit thicker than the actual pancake. So as you can see, just a tad bit thicker. They look like. I have a recipe on this from scratch on my page. If you go to my page, you can scroll through. And I also have one that is using just pancake mix. You can add powdered sugar on top, like a powdered sugar donut. You can drizzle some syrup or honey over these, melted chocolate, or you can stuff them with hazelnut. like the Nutella spread. It's a Saturday here. My children are home. I have a small baby. She's 1. So all of the noise is natural in my background. I'm gonna mute it for a second. I know that in a lot of African cultures, this would be considered puff puff. Again, this is not an authentic recipe, obviously, but the concept is the same because you see when I put the batter into the oil, it puffs up, it rotates. And my husband, he is of African descent, Nigerian specifically. So this is something that he is familiar with. And he said it actually tastes just like puff puff. So for those of you who like puff puff, this would be a good hack, if you will. So this is how it's looking. All right. I'm using a kebab stick or a skewer. Obviously, look at how easy it is to get all of them out. You just keep stacking them. Okay, what's that? 5 on there at a time. Now I need another container because my container is full.
You need more crackers? Anybody have crackers?
Back you guys up a little bit. Thank you to all of you who are commenting and liking. I appreciate that. I will engage with you more, but I'm focused on this frying. Let me get these floaters out of my oil. These little things will have your oil burnt or your house smelling burnt. So always collect those little bits out of your oil. I just put them all back in there. So this is how much a full scoop produces, a big one. This is gonna be a pretty large one when it puffs up. And then let's do a half scoop. Half scoop. You said you wish you can cook. You can. Follow my page. I think I do a good job at showing you how to do stuff that's not as complicated. Now, I do have some recipes on my channel, especially those older videos that are very extensive because I used to be a from scratch type of cook, solely from scratch, and I've graduated more into a hybrid kind of cook, you know, a little bit from scratch, a little bit from the box or convenience foods. On my last live, I made some pre-bought vegan meatballs, but I put my own little, spin on it. And then I made a 100% from scratch cornbread. So that's kind of like where I am now these days, my cooking identity. It's more so like hybrid. And let me tell you something, having a small baby would do that to you. The more children I had, the more I incorporated pre-cooked, frozen, store-bought. They do look like hush puppies. This is a pancake batter to all of you who are coming in. They do look just like hush puppies. But this is a pancake batter that's made a little bit thick, and I added cinnamon and nutmeg and a pinch of sugar, more than a pinch, about a tablespoon of sugar, to the batter. Now, if you want to coat the outside with some powdered sugar or drizzle some maple syrup or some honey or fill them with like Nutella, you don't have to add the sugar to the batter. But I just put a little bit just for extra flavor. So let me go ahead on and give you guys overview. Hi, sweetheart. That's my little baby running through the kitchen. Okay. So this is the gone pancake mix. And then here is my bacon. This is turkey bacon. It's coming along. So I'll put you guys on this side so I can do a final flip on the bacon. I'm gonna change these tongues out because the bacon was raw when I was flipping it at first. Now that it's cooked, I'm gonna go ahead and change these out. This is about done. This is done for me. It's nice and crispy. This is turkey bacon. It looks like pork bacon, doesn't it? Turkey bacon. A lot of people don't like turkey bacon because I think when they first came out with turkey bacon, it used to be so rubbery and limp and soft, and it didn't have that pork taste that a lot of us are used to. Now, I gave up pork a little bit over, about 10 years ago, I gave up pork. And finding, alternatives to a lot of the pork things that I used to love, it was a little bit difficult. And I did not like turkey bacon at first, but I didn't cook it long enough. If you've been on this live, this turkey bacon has been on my griddle this entire time. It's on a medium-high temperature, and I've just been letting it go. Not overly babysitting it, just let it go. A lot of people don't have patience when it comes to cooking. They know how to cook, but they don't have the patience. Hello to everybody coming in. I'm not really paying attention to the comments because I'm doing a lot of frying here. How many chemicals they get? You know what? I don't know. I'm not going to argue about how many chemicals are in that turkey bacon. It's probably a lot. I didn't grow the turkey myself, and it's store-bought. So who knows how many chemicals are in there? But I'll tell you this: if you were watching from the beginning, I put that turkey bacon on, and it was raw and look just like how bacon looks in the beginning. So it didn't come like that. It's just the time that I've allowed it to crisp up like that. But you could be right. It's probably a bunch of chemicals in there. These days, we just don't know. That's another thing I used to really be a stickler about. Everything used to have to be organic. Everything had to be locally sourced. So I'm talking here. I done burnt up a few of these. But yeah, I mean, a lot of these things nowadays are just out of our control. A lot of the things that we think are organic or locally sourced, we just don't know what we're getting these days. So I do my best to stick to my absolutes. My meat, fish, those things are usually organic. A lot of my fruit and vegetables, organic or locally sourced. But I don't obsess about it like I used to in the past. In the past, I used to obsess about it. Now, I just go with the flow. Do the best I can do, but I don't obsess about it. And I'm not a stickler when I go to other people's houses. I'm not a snob about whether or not their food is organic and local and all of that. I just eat what's put before me. As long as it's good, I'm going to eat it. If you were on my live the other day and you like my apron, this one was in the washer, so I couldn't show you guys this pot holder. Let me back it up some. I couldn't show you guys this one because it was in the washing machine, but this is also one of the pot holders that TVL Design, she made for me. And I put her link to her page is on my community post. She makes all sorts of like clothing and kitchen items, aprons, you name it. She makes them live on her channel, and then you can purchase them. I reached out to her to get a custom apron made, and I asked her to put pockets on it and all of that. So these are pancake or donut, puff puff, all of the things that you would associate with dough that is fried and is sweet. That's what this is. The tool I'm using is a regular old wooden skewer. That's it. This is just a wooden skewer to pick up those fried pastries, if you will. Where all of my iron fingers type of cooks at. My husband is having Bible study with the children in the background. If you guys can hear his sermon of sorts. Leave that right there. Take this grease off of the fire. Take these out. I'm going to reuse this oil. This oil is nice and clear and clean. So I'm going to let it cool down and I'm going to reuse it. I'm also going to let it cool down in my oven. That's something I always do so that it doesn't sit on the stove and continue to burn. Even as it's cooling down, it's gonna start burning. So this is some good clear oil. Get you guys close up on it. That's some good oil.
Get up, get up.
These are the other things I made to go with this. I didn't make these today. These are all leftovers from dinner last night. And I just put them in the oven to reheat to go with this breakfast brunch of sorts. So we have some rice. Okay. I know a lot of people don't eat rice with their breakfast. In my house, we eat whatever I put before the family. And I have a sauce that I'm gonna also warm up for that rice. We have some eggs. Got some eggs. You see the steam is still coming off of those items. And we got some black beans. Got some black beans. Why do I have parchment paper in my rice baking dish and not the other ones? Because rice, you know, it sticks to everything. And that's how I reheat my food. We don't use the microwave in my house. We do have one. We do have a big one. But that part, I've compromised on a lot of things, but that part I have not yet come around to doing. That too, I gave up microwaving my food over 10 years now. So we have the rice, we have the eggs. Is this hot? It's all right. Got some eggs. The black beans are hot for sure. Let me bring you guys closer. So we have our turkey bacon that's nice and crispy. We have some beautiful eggs. We have some black beans. We have some rice. We have our pancake, donut, holes, puff, sweet pastry, fried donuts, whatever you want to call them in your language, in your country. That's just a sweet dough that's fried up. And I am done. I also cut up some oranges for the family. They've been eating on the oranges and the other fruit during their Bible study. They had apples. They had some of these oranges. They're mostly gone now. But these are the Cara oranges that they've been eating on. So we got oranges. They already ate the other fruit. Eggs, beans, rice, fried donuts, our turkey bacon, and the remainder of the fruit. I hope you guys have a fantastic Saturday. As you can hear, I have a full house. It is the weekend. Thank you for all of your comments, your likes, your hearts, and your view. All of that means the same to me. It's engagement, and I appreciate you being here. Until the next time, I hope this live was better than the last one. The last live I did, or the 2 lives ago, it was really long. It was my first time going live. I did one this morning showing you guys my cardboard fireplace. Yes, I have a cardboard fireplace. Go check out that live. And then this is my breakfast brunch. These 2 things left over from last night's dinner. In my house, that's how we roll. We ain't wasting nothing. Okay? All right. Have a good day. Bye-bye, guys.